your way tonight from New Yankee Stadium. It's the Brewers and the Yankees. Next. We are in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, its new incarnation, the host for this edition of Major League Baseball presented by The Show. Tonight, Game 1 of this 3-game series is set to get underway, as it'll be the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. And hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to call the balls and strikes. Alongside me are colleagues Dave Campbell and the new guy, Eric Karros. And Dave, we'll turn to you first. What should we keep an eye on in this matchup?
Well, I think everyone's eager to see how the new Yankee Stadium plays compared to the old one. These two places have the exact same dimensions, so the short porch is still there and right. Nevertheless, don't expect this field to play precisely the same as the old one. There'll still be a learning curve for both clubs.
All right, Dave, thank you. We'll hear from EK in just a bit, but first, let's have a look at our starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. As always, brought to us by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. A look there at the Yankees defensively, and they feature an infield full of Gold Glove Award winners as Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira all took home hardware in 2010. Nyjer Morgan makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. In there as well, so it's 0-2 to start the night.
Couple of low 90s fastballs to start the ball game. That's about where he'll be.
The pitch on the ground is short. Throw will take care of Morgan, and there's your first out of the ball game. Our umpires for tonight's ball game: Chuck Price handles the balls and strikes. Clyde Washington's at first. Earl Hendricks will handle second. And the crew chief, Mac Harvey, is at third. Casey McGee will dig in. He struggled to a 1-for-5 ball game back on Sunday. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Just a perfect spot for that fastball.
Now a ball lying toward right center. And that's a base hit. Around second now, heading for third. Oh, and the throw sails. It's over his head. And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
Well, not something you see out of him all that often. Just his second triple of the year, but this was good base running awareness to take the extra base.
Here's the first offering. Prince Fielder is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
So now you just need a fly ball here to turn that one-out triple into a run.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's going to be a base hit, and the Brew Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0.
Well, he finds a pitch to his liking that time, and he gets him on the board early by driving in the game's first run.
Ryan Braun will get his first shot here, coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Runners on first with one down. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
That was a dangerous spot there for a good fastball hitter. Good thing he was taking.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Oh, and he botches it. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
Well, nobody in that dugout is going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Xavier Nady steps in now. And here's the first pitch. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Brewers lead it 1-0. Starting lineup for the Yankees, as presented by Joe Girardi, will look like this. They'll be opposed by the American League's Cy Young Award winner from 2009, the hard-throwing right-hander Zach Greinke. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe tops. A fine play there for the first out.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Curtis Granderson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
And he's got to concentrate and not get over anxious on those high fastballs.
Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. There to take it in is Lucroy, and there are 2 away now.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. I mean, he just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
So 2 are gone here in the inning for Mark Teixeira. First offering on the way. Low for ball 1. Goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Braun is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Corey Hart will get his first opportunity now. 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. And he gets ahead 0-1. Here's a swing and a miss that time by Hart as he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
And down 0-2 at the plate. Here's where your goal is just to be putting the ball in play.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
And you can see this thing will start out in the zone, but then wind up well out of it. That's just a poor job of recognition there.
1 away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First pitch coming. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And Swisher will gather this one in for route number 2. Unieski Betancourt will take his first cuts now. 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Alex Rodriguez will stand in here. 1 for 4 in Sunday's ball game. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Boy, and this is the wrong guy to keep missing with up in the zone. Those are two dangerous locations there.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now. Fielder backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
And this is a guy that will certainly need to contain here in the series, and that's a good start in his first at-bat as they get him to pop up.
Grounded foul past Rob Thompson in that third base coaching box. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
And he's probably saying, you're not going to call that one a strike also, are you?
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And that's out number 2.
If you can locate that pitch with movement on the inside corner, nobody's touching that thing. I mean, that's as good as it gets right there.
The catcher, Jorge Posada, will take his cuts now. First pitch coming. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Fouled back. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Good work there by Zach Greinke, and he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Craig Counsell ready to go here as we begin the 3rd. And, not quite sure what was wrong with that one, but it's 1-0.
Boy, the difference between starting out 0-1 or up 1-0 is huge in a hitter's eyes. He caught a break there.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2.
And with a big guy on the mound who doesn't really cover a lot of ground, that's not a bad idea to try to put one down.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
And this is definitely a tough decision for a first baseman to make. He can either lay back and hope the second baseman gets the ball, or he can range far to his right and hope the pitcher can cover first in time. Worked out nicely for him right there.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the speedy center fielder Nyjer Morgan. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. One and one. Morgan waiting, now the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And he is just in complete control out there.
On a great pitch there as that completely locked him up, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Casey McGee will stand in. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
And if he can get through this guy, that would be back-to-back 1-2-3 innings.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. We'll see Derek Jeter when we come back. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. There you see Derek Jeter now. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
And the pitch. Now a swing and a grounder foul wide of third. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a good time to throw that spinner. Make him fish for something.
One-two offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out. So one away, and here's Nick Swisher. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And he misses with it, 1-1. One pitch is a circle change. It hits the target, 1-2.
A few pitches to play with now. Let's see if they can get him to fish at something.
Now the 1-2 to Swisher. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Hart will put this one away. There are 2 gone.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Scott Podsednik will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
And right now, boy, you're looking for any kind of base runner. Something to get this guy out of the groove he's been in.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw to first is in time, though, so the drop third strike doesn't hurt him as the side is retired. Prince Fielder will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And, oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1.
Boy, that looked pretty good. You hate to give a guy like that extra strikes to work with because he can make them hurt you.
Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
And it's no wonder he's set down 7 in a row. He's getting all sorts of guys to fish out of the zone.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Fielder. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And with 2 strikes, that's a tempting pitch not to chase.
And Prince can't get extended here as this one's on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Ryan Braun will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. And a tough slider there as he grounds it foul. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Xavier Nady will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a fastball that stays straight, but I think he just missed it as this is hit in the air to fairly deep center field. Granderson has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Brett Gardner will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Now a swing and a little soft liner here. But Betancourt will pull this one in, and that's a tough first out. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Curtis Granderson. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1.
And now at the plate, you got to do something to get this guy out of the role he's been on.
Now the pitch. And he takes strike 2.
Not very good discipline here. He chases one out of the strike zone on the last pitch, then turns around and just stares at strike 2.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
And one thing you can say about him on the mound, he certainly has been the aggressor in this at-bat, coming right after him.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here comes a run. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Toss to Betancourt at the bag, and that'll end it. Big number 1, Corey Hart, will stand in to lead things off when we come back. And there is Corey Hart. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a slider that time as it's hit on the ground but foul. And this is swung on and missed that time by Hart as he becomes out number 1.
Well, not the kind of start he was looking for at the plate tonight. 2 at-bats and 2 strikeouts.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
And he's still yet to issue a free pass tonight, but he's a pitch away from his first right here.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. There to play it is A-Rod. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. So the bases are empty here with 2 away for Yuniesky Betancourt. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and when you get strike 1 on the corner, you can expand that strike zone right away.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Oh, and he's just methodical out there right now.
And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And Betancourt able to lay off that one, so the count evens up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 offering. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Too high. Ball 3.
Boy, and I'm exhausted just watching this at-bat unfold.
Oh, and a good pitch there on 3-2, but not good enough according to Chuck Price. It's ball 4. So a runner at first with 2 away, and here's the second baseman, Craig Counsell. Now the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
And after the 2-out walk, now is where you really need to make these guys pay.
And he lays off for ball 1. 1-1 on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And now an important pitch here, because if you go 3-2, that's going to activate the runner.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's a ground ball to first. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. We'll see Robinson Cano when we come back. And here is Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And we've seen he's been pretty consistent calling that low strike.
On the ground, softly towards second. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
starting to get a little deeper into the ball game now, and they're still without their first hit.
So one away for the catcher, Jorge Posada. First pitch here is another ground ball. This one over to third base. Throw to first will be in time to get Posada 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Derek Jeter is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Whoa, he may not see one better than that.
And there's ball 1.
Another really close pitch there. He's been around the strike zone quite a bit. You know, sometimes that can be good. Other times, though, it can make you a little too predictable out there.
And Jeter lays off here as the count moves to 2-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
And it's safe to say that swings like that sure aren't going to yield their first base hit.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Niger Morgan will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And now you've got the top of the lineup due here to start the 6th. This is where you really need to make some inroads against this guy.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So one man gone in the inning, and here's the third baseman, Casey McGee. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
And this is a guy that can run into one every now and then, so he can't be taken lightly, especially in only a 1-run game.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Here comes the 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Yeah, and 2-0, even if he had a green light, that's one he should go ahead and let go by. That was in a tough spot.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Prince Fielder is on deck. And this ball hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and a good pitch there on 3-2, but not good enough according to Chuck Price. It's ball 4. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring in the slugging first baseman, Prince Fielder. And this is near the line, but foul wide of first. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only one away. Ryan Braun will dig in, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And he starts him out with Well, it looked like a strike, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0.
On the mound, he's got to be thinking, this is no time for that strike zone to start getting smaller. I need that strike.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And now a soft liner to the left side, but foul. Ready with another 2-2. On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. Jeter. Back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get to 1.
Don't think they like the call much. Let's see. Yeah, it was bang, bang, but the throw just does beat him to the bag.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And here is the right-handed hitting Xavier Nady. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And a good pitch as he gets this one past X to make it 0-2.
Well, he created his own jam. Now he's trying to get out of it.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Well, now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Granderson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Brewers strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Nick Swisher will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
And if there's one guy in this lineup that might break up a no-hitter, this is the one.
Called strike, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And now we'll try a bunt to break up the no-no. And Lucroy throws a good one, so the bunt for hit attempt doesn't pan out. So 1 gone in the inning, and that brings up Scott Podsednik. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control, 0-2. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Ready with another 0-2. On a great pitch there as that completely locked him up, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown is so far.
Brett Gardner is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Still looking for his first hit of the game to keep that 10-game hitting streak going.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball that stays straight, but I think he just missed it as this is hit in the air to fairly deep center field. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Corey Hart. We'll see if he can turn things around. He's struck out twice thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1.
Boy, and I hope you didn't join us late at home for this one, because we haven't seen any action on the scoreboard since way back in the very first inning.
And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And that misses. 2-1. Three and one now. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the seventh. He's about to hit 100 for the game. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Jonathan Lucroy will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And that first pitch strike has really been an important one for him here tonight. It's allowed him to really dictate the tempo.
Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
And even 100-plus pitches into his night, he still has some late life on that fastball.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Swinging a ground ball to first. And Teixeira steps on first himself to record the out. Yuniesky Betancourt will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
Down and away, ball one. And he takes a called strike two. Bases are empty here with two men out. Now here's the pitch. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Full count offering on its way. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And Swisher ought to have no problem with this one, and the side is retired. Curtis Granderson will start things off when we return. They still trail 1-0. And here is Curtis Granderson now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th. So the no-hit bid will end right here. Time called now as here comes Brewer manager Ken Maka out to the mound. And he's going to make a change here as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Zach Braddock will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
Well, they went and got a fresh arm hoping to preserve this lead, but he couldn't get the job done, and we're all tied up.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And he's safe. Will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Cameron Lowe will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Runner at second now, nobody out, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Ball one.
And how tough is it to come in right out of the pen and have to face this guy?
Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing and a liner toward right center. Base hit. Hart puts it right there. He's out at home plate.
Taking a real chance trying to score here, and it winds up not panning out for him as the batter holds safely at first.
Jorge Posada will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And, not quite sure what was wrong with that one, but it's 1-0.
Oh, awfully close.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Sign of a smart hitter right there.
A look from low, now the pitch. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Morgan is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Very close to being a 2-run homer. That thing peters out and dies a bit on the warning track, and that forces the runner to retreat back to first.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps Derek Jeter. And breaking ball's bounced out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits here, no errors, and a runner left. Craig Counsell will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Rafael Soriano will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody gonna touch him.
Runs up to bunt here and pops this one up. And way too much on the throw as it's over the head of Teixeira. And he is in there.
I think all he needed here was a simple throw to first. Instead, he tries to show off that arm and rifle that thing in there, winds up airmailing it.
Niger Morgan will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch to him. Too low, 1-0.
And this is where a reliever really wants to pick up his starter. Give him a chance to be the winner.
And he gets under a fastball here as this is lifted the other way to left center. Granderson is there to make the catch, and that's a big out number 1. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Casey McGee digs in at the plate. Good live fastball there from Soriano at strike 1.
And remember, he had that triple earlier. You can bet he'd love just a single here.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and both these pitches have been strikes, but neither's been in a spot he can drive.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
All right, a big strikeout there, and that keeps that tying run at second with 2 away now.
Prince Fielder will dig in, looking for hit number 3 in the ballgame. Hit hard, but foul. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
And you figure if he can get through this with the lead, they'll have Rivera waiting for the 9th.
Got him. Nick Swisher will start things out when we come back. They still lead it 2-1. And here is Nick Swisher now. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Leadoff single here to start their half of the 8th. In a one-run ball game, you know they'd love to get some insurance here.
Scott Podsednik will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. And now a bunt attempt by Podsednik as he puts this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a sacrifice attempt here, and it should do the job. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, that is National League Baseball at its finest, played by an American League team. Leadoff single, sacrifice moves them to second. You don't see that all too often in the AL anymore.
Brett Gardner will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and that ricochets off him on the mound as it deflects towards second. And this will wind up an infield single as the attention now turns to seeing if he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Sergio Mitre will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Curtis Granderson will be the batter. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To counsel for 1. On to first, and he got the double play he needed. The inning is over. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. And there, in fact, is Ryan Braun. He'll be the one to start things out against Soriano here in the 9th. 9th inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And he's not going to swing at borderline pitches. He knows what his assignment is.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Sign from Posada, now the 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
And he's just throwing darts now. They have not been able to pick him up.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2. Fouled back. Another 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th.
And this is everything you could ask for when you're leading off an inning down by 1. Now you've got all sorts of options here to try to get that tying run into scoring position.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Xavier Nady will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here.
This is an instant where he just got caught flat-footed there, and they're able to put the tag on it.
Now here's the pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. One and two.
Look for him to maybe try to get him to chase one with 2 strikes now.
1 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. Swing and a line drive to center field. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Well, if you want a metaphor for how this night's gone, here you go. He drilled this thing, but even this won't be a base hit.
Corey Hart try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
And he'll have had to work 2 full innings if he indeed records the save here, but I'm sure he doesn't mind that much at all.
And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. And they can't get Hart to chase there, but he's still behind. A ball and 2 strikes.
And a collective exhale from this crowd.
Now trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And he knew on that 0-2 count he didn't have to throw him a strike, at least not right away. But on 2-2 now, I think he's going to have to come in with one.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
And good work out of the bullpen there to nail this one down as he records save number 5 on the season.
You always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Matt, that was 7 strong innings for him, and it's always good when you can get your starter to take you deep into the ball game, and he got the bullpen to finish things out for him.
So that will just about do it. For Dave Campbell, Eric Karros, and our entire San Diego-based crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here tonight. This has been a presentation of MLB 11 The Show. For more, don't forget to check us out online at theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 2-1. A recap of our night at Yankee Stadium is next. And now for all of us at the show, good night, everybody.